All right, listen up. Bipolar Blue tuning into the Voch Lombardi channel, featuring the Godfather himself, Bryan Broaddus. They're talking ideal picks, draft philosophy, positional depth, the good stuff. Fresh off Voch missing the draft show, probably resting up for the Draft 101 promo tour he's got to do himself. Let's see what kind of wisdom these two dropped. Before we get into the nuance, if you love these deep dives, if you appreciate the grind these guys put in, even us crazy YouTubers, smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell. Join the Draft Nerd herd. Okay, first off, gotta love Voch plugging the Draft 101 event and playfully calling out 105.3 the fan, and Broaddus threatening to interrogate the audience if they don't ask questions. Classic. Sounds like it'll be a fun night. Now, the core debate. Voch brings up the draft show segment where the panel mostly voted to leave defensive tackle, one tech specifically, out of the top, needs to address early. Voch ain't having it. He makes the passionate case. When the Cowboys get smoked, it's because they can't stop the run. A gap, B gap, wherever. He agrees with Will McClay's logic from the Maisie draft. You grab the rare defensive tackle talent when you can. He thinks guys like Tyreek Williams, Alfred Collins, Josh Farmer are gettable early-ish and needed. He doesn't want to settle for late-round guys who are basically what they already have. Yes, Voch, speak that truth. Run defense has been the Achilles heel. Broaddus counters. He thinks the Cowboys might feel better about their wide receiver room, Mingo, Tolbert, Turpin, than we do, and maybe better than they feel about the cornerback room. Banged up, Diggs recovery unknown, bland contract year, no nickel. He thinks if they had to punt on a position early, it might be wide receiver, because they believe in their young guys stepping up, even if we don't see it. He thinks cornerback might be the more dire need in their eyes right now. Interesting point from Broaddus playing devil's advocate, trying to get inside their heads. He also thinks Eberflus got his way getting Osa back, shoring up the 3-tech spot, leaving 1-tech the bigger question mark beside Maisie. Positional depth cutoffs. They revisit the topic, specifically running back. Voch wanted one in the 3rd, Sampson, Judkins, etc. If they miss there, can they wait until the 5th? Broaddus reads off his 4th, 5th round running backs, Brooks, Allen, Gordon, Hunter, etc. Conclusion? There are names later, but Broaddus admits he likes the 3rd round guys, Sampson, Judkins, Harvey, James, Tutton, Scadaboo, way more than the 5th round lottery tickets, and Voch agrees. With Rico Dowdle gone, the urgency is higher. You can't wait until the 5th, hoping for a miracle when the room is currently Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. Broaddus thinks round 3, pick 76, is the most likely spot they grab 1. Feels right. Cornerback depth. They seem to agree there are decent options into day 3, Huzzy, Muhammad, Dodson, Bryant, Alexander. They can probably find contributors later if they miss early. The All-Pro versus 3 starters debate. Voch brings up the draft show question. He is firmly on Team All-Pro. You draft to get game changers like Parsons and Lamb. You don't beat Philly with 3 steady Jordan Lewises. You need STARS. Yes. Glad someone said it. Broaddus seems to lean that way too. Draft for greatness, fill in around them. Broaddus's ideal picks, Implied, discussed. Seems like he leans wide receiver, maybe Golden. Cornerback, Rel, Morrison are his top guys available near 44. And running back, Sampson, Judkins, Harvey types, in the first 3 rounds. That feels like a solid needs-based approach. Voch is high on Swissinger linebacker, maybe even at 44. Loves Josh Simmons offensive tackle. Whew. Okay, great back and forth between Voch and Broaddus. The Bipolar Blue final prediction based on this conversation? They both acknowledge the glaring need at running back and the talent available in round 3. They both acknowledge the cornerback need and the quality available around pick 44, Rel Morrison. They debated the wide receiver versus defensive tackle urgency. Broaddus thinks the Cowboys view cornerback as more dire than wide receiver. My prediction, synthesizing this, pick 12. They take the best player available, which might lean offensive line or wide receiver if a top guy is there. Pick 44. Bryan Broaddus gets his wish. Savin Rell, the cornerback from East Carolina, is there. The medicals check out, and they snag a player Broaddus clearly has a high first-round grade on. Pick 76. They address the running back need with one of those very good tier guys like Audric Estime, Sampson, or maybe Quinshon Judkins if he slips slightly. They fill major holes with high-value players according to Broaddus's board. Mark it down, BPA, maybe offensive line wide receiver, Rell, Estime, Judkins. That's the bipolar blue guarantee reacting to Voch and Broaddus. What do you think? Is Broaddus right about how Dallas views wide receiver versus cornerback? Is defensive tackle the biggest sleeper need? Let me know below. Bipolar Blue out.